Hi, and welcome to Retro Eric. Earlier, I made a video about using a MIDI interface on a serial port. In this video, we will dive deeper to explore the possibilities on how to get MIDI on a 8088 machine. In my last video about the MP32L from Sada Shop, I showed you how to get MIDI out on your serial port using a Pentium machine. We heavily relied on software called Soft MPU. To recall, Soft MPU is a DOS terminate and stay resident program that fixes intelligent mode in MPU 401 interfaces. But it can also redirect MIDI output to another MIDI port, a printer port, or a serial port. It requires EMM 386. So, to use Soft MPU, we need a 386 or better. In this video, I will show you how to use the serial port MIDI adapter without Soft MPU on an XT computer. I will use my beloved EuroPC for these demonstrations. I have installed an XT IDE adapter in the only ISO slot, and I have replaced the 8088 with a NEC V20, so it's about 30% faster than stock EuroPC. If you don't already know, my EuroPC supports Plantronics graphics, so that means we will be getting 16 colors even in CGA. So, how do you use a serial port MIDI on an 8088? A guy calling himself Cloudchatzer has made patches for many games, including Sierra SEI 0, SEI 1 and SEI 1.1 games. So just in those 3 patches, you have support for maybe 50 or 40 games. Included in those numbers were some old AGI Sierra games that was re-released for the SCI later on. Take a look at the Wikipedia's list of Sierra Creative Interpreter games. I will have a link in the descriptions. Here are more patches from Cloudchatzer, and the list is growing. Looking at the list, you may wonder why there are patches for newer games that need a 386 or better anyway. Well, some games don't like that you are running EMM 386, which is required to run Soft MPU. With these patches, you don't need Soft MPU and therefore you don't need EMM 386. But you need to do one more thing before you can start running patched games. You need to set the serial port to 38400 baud, 8-bit and 1 stop bit with no parity. There is a tool called ser38400.com that does this super fast and easy, but you can of course use any tool of your liking. All the patches are available in the links in the descriptions. You will also find these patches on vogons.org. For Windows 9X, you will find drivers from Yamaha and Roland on the internet. Google is your friend. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I also hope you learned something. If you did, you will probably also like my other videos, so don't forget to press like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.